experience in the military, out the military, during, before, and after. I talk about combat PTSD, TBI, depression, anxiety, um, intrusive thoughts, ideation, all that stuff that comes with it. So I did 16 years in the Army and been all over this God's green earth traveling thanks to the military. So I don't speak for all veterans, but hopefully something I say can shed a little light on why your veteran or your warrior do some of the things they do, and hopefully you can have a better understanding. So, of course, I kind of talk about stuff that, so to speak, would maybe in the media or maybe how it affects me in my life. So we're gonna get right into it. So I've been following some stuff on social media and on the news, and I've been researching. So I've noticed a lot of people was saying that the Mr. Charles Edward McGee, the Tuskegee Airman, that's 100 years old, should have got the Medal of Freedom from the president. So, and I did some research. So, of course, he's received a lot of accolades, a lot. And of course, the Medal of Freedom is the highest civilian award, but he does have many awards on the military side that outranks that. So, and I'm sure our current president has advisors and generals and stuff like that that would advise him what is the best thing to do. So I did see that our president promoted him from colonel to brigadier general. So hey, you know, he already has the Distinguished Flying Cross, the Bronze Star, um, Congressional Gold Medal, National Aviation Hall of Famer. It's the list goes on. So, which is, I didn't even realize he was promoted to general by the current president, which is surprisingly, which is pretty good. And of course, you know, if you watch the State of the Union, you know, I think it was his great grandson is going into the space program, stuff like that. So, I also did some other research on pensions and like monthly stipends from the VA. So, for a general, brigadier general, the lowest monthly pension, if you only did 2 years as a brigadier general, 2 years or less, you get $8,264.40 per month. The highest pay possible as a brigadier general is $19,762.50 per month if you have over 40 years of service. I was like, wow. So it also says a more average between 26 years and 28 years, you receive $13,647.30. And that's from trend.com. So he definitely did 30 years. After my research, he did 30 years of service. So at worst case scenario, was promoted after his promotion, 13 grand a month. So it just doesn't affect him, and it affects his entire family. You know, not that money really matters, but at the end of the day, he seemed like he was getting around pretty well. So I'm sure he's gonna, you know, still go on some traveling and, you know, still take care of his family and stuff like that. But as a colonel, as I saw, as a colonel, only getting, ooh, wow, about 5 grand, 4,698 cents a month as a retired colonel. So that's a big jump. And if you do the math, you know, yearly salary, that's about $115,000 as a brigadier general, just on monthly benefits, which is pretty awesome in my book. You know, so what do you want? You want a Medal of Freedom where you get no really perks from like the VA or something like that? Or do you want to get promoted to brigadier general? You know, hey, you choose. You know, but teach his own. I'm just glad, you know, he got promoted, which was wonderful. He deserved it. Tuskegee Airmen, 100 years old, man, and he's getting around pretty good. So congratulations to him and his family. I'm sure his great grandson is continue the legacy, and it's going to be wonderful things. So you know, I'm totally stoked. I'm totally happy about that, and it affected me in a pretty good way. As well as, you know, it was some other warriors that was out there that came from a deployment, and then one warrior didn't make it back. So it's pretty touching, and every elected official is totally different in every era. So hey, you know what? I'm proud that these guys and girls were recognized, and it affected me pretty good. I'm proud. Hey, boom. This guy has set a lot of milestones, a lot of achievement in his life, and he's still living at 100 years old. Life don't get no better than that. So definitely kudos to him. He flew over 409 combat missions in 3 wars. 409 combat missions he flew. Wow. So and that's in 3 wars. So definitely he deserves it. So kudos to him. And I can only imagine what the things he went through with that stuff. And he's in the air and I was on the ground. But hey, at the end of the day, war is war. PTSD is PTSD. And separation anxiety, survivor's guilt, that is real. So it's like a wow moment, and I'm just lost for words. But I'm happy for him and his family, the legacy and everything, and they're going to be moving on and doing greater and bigger things. So let's see next. So of course, there's some great things that was happening, throughout this week, throughout this month. Here we are in the month of February, and this is the month of Valentine's Day. So definitely make sure you make proper plans, get some nice dinner arrangement, lunch arrangement, breakfast arrangements, or vacation spots, or whatever you do, for your spouse on this wonderful Valentine's Day that's coming up soon in this month. So I don't know any good deals, so really can't promote any right now. But I did stop at the ACT on, I'm not sure if that's still Molly Pitcher Highway, or is that Antrim Way North, right down the road here, the gas station. If you get a brisk iced tea, the 1 quart size, you get 2 for $2. So one is like $1.99, and I got the second one for a penny, so it's pretty good. Cause I usually stop in there, talk to some of the, the guys and stuff in there, just to shoot the breeze. So he noticed I usually get a tea, or I get like a Monster or whatever, because they got Monster 2 for 4. So he was like, hey, since you get a tea, you get a second one for a penny. I was like, what? So I'm like, okay, I need some pretty big ones. Just the big ones, the 1 quart ones, 1.5 quart. So pretty good. I got the sweet tea, iced tea flavor. Then I got the regular flavor. So that's a good deal if you're dropping by getting some gas and you want to get 2 big brisk teas on your road trips or whatever. So that's pretty good. So I got an opportunity to go to a friend's house today to help clear some brush, because he has a project going on. He's a warrior like myself. He's the Marine Corps, I was Army, but we get along wonderfully. And it was good to be out there in the wilderness, and it was just a good day. It was like 40-some degrees today. So out there just raking some leaves, clearing some brush, just chit-chatting, just talking about regular stuff. We were just talking about, what our children are doing, just regular stuff, didn't even talk about politics really. And just talked about how we both was doing, how we're feeling, how things are going in our lives, So, stuff like that is truly what, people do, we just talk about regular stuff, talk about, well, where he lives at, the gas is $2.25 a gallon. Where I live at is $2.67 a gallon. So we definitely talked about the gas prices, which is pretty funny. So I told him, I said, yeah, when I leave your house, I'm gassing up. So which is pretty cool, because earlier this week, I went to BJ's here in Chambersburg, and we got the little BJ's card, and when my wife checked out, they said we had 41 cents off of gas. Man, I heard been gassed up that Suburban. So it took $47 to fill up the Suburban, which was awesome. So it went down to like $2.10 or $2.11 a gallon. So yeah, I was super stoked. So I really gassed up. So thank you, BJ's, for the points. Well, thank my wife for shopping at BJ's to get the points. But BJ's, you did your part because we got points. So it's a hand-in-hand relationship. So it was pretty awesome. So if you guys are out there, hey, join a club. I'm Not saying that one, but join any club you want to. Get some of them gas points, because Giant, you can get gas points. BJ's. I'm not sure if Walmart. I know some Walmarts have a gas station, but I don't know. I don't think we have any in our area though. But I do know BJ's, do know Giant, and Sam's Club have a gas points too, I think. But that's in Hagerstown, I think. I don't know what one is around here in Franklin County, but we just stick with BJ, so that's our thing. But definitely. So definitely, I'm gonna play another song right quick to let's see. Let's play, since it's this is Valentine's Day month or Love Month, whatever you want to call it, Loyalty Month. So let's play some Diamond Rio, Meet in the Middle. That's what I'm talking about. If you love that spouse, you meet in the middle. Nothing's 50-50. It's 100-100 in that relationship. So let's roll with it. Diamond Rio, Meet in the Middle.